cases we can basically use. Here you're not even caring about the else concept, right? That is one way to do that. Okay. Yeah. So you familiar with render function right now? Now the next important function in the lifecycle methods is component did mount. So when does this component did mount calls, or how do we use this and when do we use this? So component did mount method is invoked immediately after a component is mounted. Okay, after a component is mounted into the tree. Initialization that requires DOM node should go here. If you need to load data from a remote endpoint that is fetching a data from a server, this is a good place to instantiate the network request. Okay, this method is a good place to set up any subscriptions. If you do that, don't forget to unsubscribe and component will mount. Okay, this is the this function is also a lifecycle method. It will come under the unmount phase. Okay, yeah. So guys, see here, these things like the methods that are used in bold are the commonly used lifecycle methods. So if you see this constructor or render or component did mount, these things we basically use more like except this one. Okay, this is just the React.js documentation, guys. If you want to go through later, if you don't understand anything right now, that is okay. Feel free to check this out later and do some reading around that. Okay, what is component did mount? So whenever a component is actually rendered onto the DOM, after rendering the content, we basically call this function gets called actually immediately. Okay, now let's just take some
Excuse me.
yeah,
Uh, right now we have discussed about test at the rate and
pattern. Yeah.
yeah, previous pattern. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just control just give me
Control Z.
regarding previous and just now we discussed regarding the concept
Right, right.
login.
I didn't get you. Do you want me to explain it again
That
or
yeah, yeah, that login page and dashboard.
this one?
Yeah, here if the condition is true, we will get the dashboard and component. Okay.
Right.
Up to which blocks we will it will be display well. I mean, it means that if the condition is true, all this div black is executed, or only these two pages will execute and exit. I mean,
Uh,
this set
yes.
this dot state that show content is also under this div tag
Okay,
actually.
okay. I've just forget this whole thing. Okay, forget this whole thing. I was forget this thing. Okay, let's just cut it. I was just showing you how we can use this. Okay, this dot state dot is logged in. How
So
we
what
can use this particular pattern.
so whatever we did in this div tag enclosed regarding this operator, all the code is executed.
Right. All this code gets executed. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
but when do we use these types of things?
Mostly login starting of
Yeah.
page.
Or instead here we can basically since this logged in is not there, we can basically show content.
Not show content.
Yeah, not show content. Oh, what happened here? Why is it showing an error? Guys, are you having disturbance from my side? I mean, okay, I think it is gone now. Fine, let's just Shanwas, was that your question?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you see, this is nothing but I was just explaining this to you normally. Like, when do we use these kinds of